Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astroguide Mysore. So, we are now dealing with the topic of Jupiter's transit for the year 2023, which is the transit is happening in the sign of Aries, and it will spill over for the first quarter of 2024. So, the transit of Jupiter we have now done for Aries, for the sign of Taurus, for the sign of Gemini, and today I'll be talking about the transit of Jupiter and its results for the sign of Cancer, that is Karkataka Rashi. The Jupiter's, it's a peculiar relationship between Karkataka Rashi, that is Cancer, and Jupiter. And that is because Jupiter gets exalted at that particular point of 5 degrees in Cancer. This point also shows us that Jupiter is a positive planet for this particular sign. Being the ninth lord in the 10th house, Jupiter has to give excellent results, beautiful job change, excellent professional progress. This people get confused when they are applying it to transit. This is where we, as astrologers, should be a little careful. For a natal chart, Jupiter's position in Aries for a Cancer ascendant, it's a fantastic placement, no doubt at all. Because being the sixth lord of Sagittarius, let us go to the chart. I'll just explain it from there itself. Yeah. So for Cancer ascendant, I'm just doing a preamble before I go into the chart. This is the chart which we have to discuss, but still, being the sixth lord, it has moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses transiting here. But in the natal chart, if it was the Lagna and Jupiter was positioned here, such a beautiful position. It has moved 5 houses, and from the ninth, it has moved 2 houses. These numbers are fantastic. 5, 2, and from here it is 10th. What a great position. What we do as astrologers is that we take this as a great transit. But in transit, the 10th transit of Jupiter is not considered that great. It is considered as a negative transit, a transit which might give you a lot of stress, a lot of botheration. You will feel the drag. It is like, you have applied your brake in the car, and you have also are trying to apply acceleration. See the friction, what happens. It is like a drag. You feel the drag. It's like something, it's pulling back. You're trying to surge forward, but there is a lot of drag. And that drag is because a heavy planet like Jupiter is sitting in the 10th house and it is transiting there. It is not a natal chart here. So this is a transit chart. So for the whole year, it is going to be here and also spilled over till March, April. So it is going to be here. It is also going to become retrograde. So the results when it becomes retrograde, we'll be discussing in the future videos. When just before retrogradation, I will just put up a video on that. But the Veda point for this particular position of 10th house, which actually is a negative Veda. But usually when Jupiter transits the 9th house, which is a benefic transit of Jupiter, for example, for this sign, the 9th house becomes a beautiful transit. Then the 10th sign becomes the Veda. That is a negative Veda. That means if Jupiter is transiting here and Sun moves here, then it will cancel the transit of Jupiter for Leo. I am not talking about Leo now. So now we are here. This is the 10th transit and the 9th becomes, this is a good transit. So Cancerians had a good period previous year. I hope you understand. They had a good period the previous year because there was no Veda, only Rahu was here. Other planets like small planets like Mercury, Sun, Venus, Mars, they keep coming in full speed, and whenever they come, 20 days, 15 days of tension, stress. No transit is without any negativity. It is there, but main huge stress like Saturn, huge stress like Rahu and Ketu, which actually combine and give a bad combination as Guru Chandala Yoga, which is now happening till the mid of July, when Rahu goes this side and Jupiter is left alone in Aries to do its business. So there is no Veda for. Yeah, Saturn is also transiting the 8th. We have the Ashtama Shani transit for Cancer now. So actually, I have to do some videos on Saptama Shani transit and Ashtama Shani transit. It's a different video altogether. We will do it. It's a generalistic video, not for any Rashi. We have to do that video. We'll do that. We'll make a detailed video on that. It's a very important one because people think that Sade Sati is going to do a lot of things for them. Negative things. I have seen Sade Sati people become millionaires. So please don't have a myth on anything, directly. Sade Sati or, other thing. But Ashtama Shani and Saptama Shani, 100%, it will suddenly halt things and give a lot of stress. And I will tell you how later on. But now, Karkataka Rashi is going to see double head hits. That is, one is the Saturn's transit in the 8th and Jupiter's transit. Saturn is going to transit for another 2 years here. So Jupiter for one full year from today. So let's go through the points one by one. So since I have already started with telling that it's a tough transit, people will go through stress. So please do a lot of meditation, yoga, breathing exercises. You are a Karkataka Rashi, you know you are a Jala Rashi. You need to do, Jala Rashi is the water sign. You need to do breathing exercises because Saturn is in the 8th. It is actually aspecting the 2nd, which is your nose, your face. It actually comes and aspects a lot of houses which are not that great. So better do your breathing exercises. So for remedial measures of Jupiter, please refer my class number 299. It will be there in the end screen, and you can refer that. So do not over. Let us go into the points for the sign of Cancer one by one. Change in job is seen, but please wait till June 23rd. That is when this Rahu transit, towards Pisces happens and Jupiter is left alone to do business. So it will give something better rather than getting confused and leaving your job. It's like, leaving a job thinking that your boat has arrived and then you jump into the water. There is no boat there. So it's like suddenly you will get confused. You should not get confused while leaving your job. You should have a job. So people with Cancer Ascendant or Cancer Moon this year, do not leave a job without a job in hand. So change in job is seen, but wait till June 23rd. Good opportunity with promotion is seen in the coming months after June 2000. So June 2023. Do not overindulge in sweets or overeating. Stomach problems, diabetes, or other health issues may crop up. Obviously, Jupiter is for sweet, obesity, lethargy. Well, two slow moving planets, Jupiter and Saturn, both of them hitting you on the head. You will have to be careful. So, children preparing for competitive examinations can clear the exams provided they have a focus. And what is this provided they have a focus is because of the Rahu. Because Rahu is there in your ninth house, it comes to the ninth. It comes to your ninth sign very fast. So it will start giving you a lot of distraction. So difficulty, next point is difficulty in marital life is seen. Better stay calm. Difficult things. Staying calm, difficult. pass your time with a low profile, it's something like we usually think that we need to stand out, we need to do things better than others, we need to get the social fame, recognition, identity. This year, I would want you to be another leaf in the tree. It's the easiest quote I can tell. Another leaf in the tree is it goes unnoticed. The whole tree is there, thousands of leaves are there. You are also one of the employees in the company. Yeah, it's a teamwork. So all the leaves will be swaying with the breeze. So hard times and good times, they all stick together, and that's how the tree is still green. So be like a leaf in a tree. So you will be protected unnecessarily. If you try to stand out, you will be blown away. You understand this now? So, difficulty in father's health and also mother's health. Double transit hit. That is because Saturn is seeing the fifth house from Cancer, Jupiter is seeing the fourth house from Cancer. These two signs represent the well being of your mother. The eighth house Saturn and Jupiter in the 10th house are having a Papakartari yoga in transit with Rahu in the ninth house. Obviously, is a very tough time for anybody who is born with Karkataka Rashi. The father's health is not that great. So we need to be a little careful. So workload will increase, and along with promotion, you might shift your place of stay. You might get a lot of load, extra load on your head. You might not be satisfied with the promotion because your load will be increased in multiples. So new job will be beneficial for you. Beware of rivals and competitors, but if you stick on to that job, you'll do very well the next year because you are going to get the 11th transit of Jupiter, and that will be an extremely good transit for you next year, 2024, 1 year from now, anyway. So, chances are that you might book a flat or buy a house, particularly booking a flat. And why is that? Because Jupiter always gives you an elevated platform where you can have your residence. So, might get into legal or court cases. And this is actually a double effect of Saturn's transit also, because it is aspecting Jupiter, and that is why I think this point also has been included with the 10th house transit of Jupiter. Exactly. It is aspecting the sixth house. Jupiter is aspecting the sixth house also. Yeah, Mula Trikona sign. So this is the transit of Jupiter for and its results for the sign of Cancer. And I think I have covered the subject to quite an extent. Thank you very much for today's class.